to another episode of This is a Van's World. I've got a great one for you today. The ultimate hack in van life, especially in cities. I'm really pleased with this because we're going to bring you something, or I'm going to bring you something that is just so handy and so helpful and will save you loads of money. Great for cities. So stick with it. I'm not actually going to do what other people do. I know a lot of people will reveal the big secret at the end. I'm going to tell you almost immediately. In return, watch the whole video, give us a like, give us a share, give us a follow, give us a subscription, give us it all. What's the big secret? Okay, some of you may be aware, a lot of you won't. There are parking apps that you can download where you can pay to park on people's driveways, etc, etc. But now the supermarkets and hotel chains have got involved, and they're blooming reasonable. You can park for days on end in a supermarket if you wanted to, that's in a city, that's, you know, in a location that you want to be at, for very little money. Now, you may remember from episode 2 of This is a Van's World, I wanted to go to Phoenix Park, and the reason I didn't go there was because there was loads of comments in that car park. I mean, we were only going to go there, we weren't going to stay there, but loads of comments about vans being broken into, etc, etc. Now, I'd planned to take you down to Phoenix Park, have a look around there. Obviously last week we did St Anne's, the second biggest, so I was going to take you to Phoenix Park, but every review I saw of anywhere parking around Phoenix Park had seemed to have a lot of issues with vans being broken into and robbed. Now, I'm not saying this is par for the course, but it was a worrying enough of reviews that said that for me to not want to take the camper down there. Phoenix Park is Dublin's biggest park, and I wouldn't want to do Dublin season without it in. Next to Phoenix Park, or within sort of Phoenix Park, if you will, you've got Dublin Zoo. Again, huge attraction for Dublin. I didn't want to leave this season and not bring that to you. So I was investigating, trying all different things, looking at different ways to do it. And I went on the parking app, and Tesco's, a stone's throw from Phoenix Park, were on the app, and it was like £2.99 to spend 24 hours in the Tesco car park in the van. So I was like, well, that's amazing. What about 2 nights? I think I've got it for about £15.76. I'm going to tell you what, I'm going to do it just here. I'm going to show you. I think it was about like 15. Did I say 15? €5.76. What's that in English money? 4 quid? 4.50 maybe? Unreal value. The Tesco's is right there. I can go and get my stuff. I'm going to go for a walk with you in a little bit. We'll go down Phoenix Park. Might get the drone out if the weather improves, but yeah, ultimately, that is it. So I think I found the perfect solution. I'm on the doorstep, short walk, security, cameras everywhere. People sit there here in the daytime, like loads of people. So yeah, I think I found the perfect answer to the problem. Also unreal for city breaks of any kind when you can get this as part of an option. So certainly worth checking if you think if park-ups aren't getting a good review, or there aren't many, or there aren't any central enough. Have a go, download that app, have a go. The sort of people that are in it, Sainsbury's, Tesco's, Holiday Inn, Premier Inn, they're all more and more each day are coming into it. So this could be a great option. Now, when I first got here, I was a little bit worried because I thought all the parking was under 2.1 metres. Now, if you do have a van that is under 2.1 metres, then the undercover parking may be a good option for you, because obviously you've got that extra kind of ceiling protected from the weather and stuff. But if you don't, or you want to put your pop top up and anything, there is this overflow car park here. I originally thought it was just for disabled, but there are plenty of spaces for normal parking as well. So, and what's great about this as well is, on top of the 48 hours of parking that I've booked, which has only cost €5.79, on top of that, you get 3 hours free parking. So I've turned up a little bit early, and it's all good because you've got free parking. So yeah, this could be a winner. I guess we'll know for sure at the end of the 48 hours. But yeah, let's see. Okay, I want to just take a minute just to be real with everybody. I'm going to introduce a new segment into the van where we just have a little moment and a little positive mental health moment. I've had my struggles like most people, and you'll normally find me laughing and joking, which I love. I love that side of my personality, but life isn't always like that. So I feel like we can have just a moment each episode where a positive message comes across. And also I want you all to know, even if you're watching on YouTube, I don't think there is a direct message thing in YouTube, but if you follow me on Instagram or Facebook, Instagram, This Is a Van's World, but the O is a 0, and Facebook is just This Is a Van's World on a sort of a group thing. I will reply to any message where anyone is struggling and wants to talk. So please use that option if you want to. So moving on to a positive, we're going to have a quote each week, and this week's quote is: "Life on the road teaches us something important. Not every day is about ticking off miles and chasing destinations. Sometimes it's about pulling over, breathing, taking in the view, and realising how far you've already come. Wherever you're parked today, or wherever you are today, you are enough." That's enough of the stoppy stuff. So I'm not supposed to do this sort of segment as a man, but I'm going to do it anyway, because I can only be me on this channel. So yeah, enough of that. Back to the episode, but please do remember you can message me anytime. Now, yesterday, I was in Tesco's and I bought myself a cheeky Go Vac, right? Now, this is not a sponsored ad, by the way. But what it says on it was 3-in-1, it's a JML jobby, 3-in-1 vac, blower and inflator. And I thought, well, I'll do with a little mini vac anyway, it's just for cleaning, it's always dirty in the van, so it can never hurt. But I thought, if it's a blower, surely that doubles as a little hairdryer. Now, I'm not always the most intelligent man in the world, so I might be wrong. But for me, I know it's going to be cold air, but surely it does the job. I mean, it's not like I need a lot, so let's have a look, and you can tell me if it's working. How's it doing? I think that's doing a job, isn't it? Oh, I look like rubbish on most morning videos. I think I'm going to look like a right beaut today. How did it work? Well, I guess you can't polish a turd. Right, we're going to take the short 10-minute walk now from this Tesco park up to Phoenix Park. I've got the drone with me, the brand new drone. I've not read the instructions, but we'll wing it, no pun intended, and I'll see you at Phoenix Park. Of course it has started to hammer down. I got this far with blue skies, it was never going to last, was it? Here we are at Phoenix Park, one of the largest walled city parks in Europe, right here in the heart of Dublin. It's over 1,700 acres, filled with history, wildlife, and some seriously impressive landmarks. Here we have the amazing Papal Cross, one of the most iconic landmarks in Phoenix Park. It was erected for Pope John Paul II's visit here in 1979, when over 1 million people came here for the Mass. That's one of the largest gatherings in Irish history. The cross stands at 35 metres tall, making it visible across much of the park. Even though it was built for a single event, it has remained as a symbol of faith, community, and one of Dublin's most historic moments. Phoenix Park dates back to the 17th century and was originally a royal hunting ground. Today it's a mix of open fields, wooded areas and historic sites, and of course nature, which plays a huge role at the park. I wasn't here to see these squirrels. I was here for these guys. These fallow deer have been living here since the 1600s, when they were originally introduced for hunting. Over the centuries, they've become part of the park's identity, and now there are around 500 to 600 of them roaming freely. This is one of those experiences that makes Dublin feel special. You can be right in the city centre and yet step into a space where it feels like the countryside. For me, wow moments like this is what travel is all about. Here we have the Wellington Monument. It was built to commemorate Arthur Wesley, better known as the Duke of Wellington, the Irish-born military commander who defeated Napoleon at the Battle of Waterloo in 1815. Regarded as a military tactician, Wellington, someone who I never knew was Irish, will always go down in history. What's really interesting is the monument was never actually finished. It was supposed to have a statue of Wellington himself, but the funding ran out. The park is a favourite escape for locals and visitors alike. Whether you're here for a stroll, a cycle, a picnic or just some fresh air, there's more than enough space to unwind. What makes Phoenix Park special is the way it blends history, nature and everyday life. It's a place where you can be in the heart of the capital city, yet still feel miles away in the countryside. So whether you're here for the history, the wildlife or just a bit of peace and quiet, Phoenix Park is one of Dublin's true treasures and it's waiting to be explored. With genuine sadness that I say this is the end of Dublin season. 4 parts and what a place. What a place. If you think when you go back to our first episode at Raheny, Dublin's best park up, in my opinion, and the Rose Festival, and it feels like a long time ago now, but the Rose Festival, the community spirit, I mean, let's talk about the diversity of Dublin, okay? And across the 4 episodes of Dublin season, let's just look. We've had the community family vibe of Raheny, and we've moved on to Dublin Castle, stealth camping in Dublin Castle, which involved being in the city. It involved Temple Bar and the atmosphere and the craziness of Temple Bar at night time, the history of the castle. And then you move on to Greystones and Malahide episode, the Dublin's Secret Escape episode, and we're at the seaside, and the weather, Greystones look like the Caribbean. This is all within, everything is within 30 minutes of Dublin max. That's Greystones, the furthest we ventured out, 30 minutes. And then moving on to this episode where we were in a Tesco car park, and then went to Phoenix Park, which is a stone's throw from the car park, and just phenomenal, just the most beautiful parks. St Anne's Park at Raheny, just what a time I've had in Dublin. Thank you so much, Dublin. The Irish people are wonderful, lovely, lovely people everywhere I've been. Just fantastic. I've made friends along the way, and that's what I'm going to do next. I'm going to take some flowers to Craig and Michonne at Flourish in Raheny, a shop that is great for van lifers. They sell exactly what you need, whether it's detergent, whether it's olive oil, whether it's your nuts. Could have used a better example. Himalayan salt, whatever it is, you can do it there. You can just take what you need, and it's the the minimal waste grocery. It's just what a place. I'm going to take some flowers to Craig and Michonne now, because they've not just become the owners of Flourish to me, they've become friends, and that's because they welcomed me from day one, and every day pretty much I was in Raheny, I would pop in, and what great people. And that's what travel's about. You meet some lovely people along the way, and then the sad part of travel is then you part ways, but the positive is we have another season, season 2. Now I'm not going to tell you where season 2 is. I want you to guess in the comments. So I'm heading down I nearly said it. So I'm heading south. Can you guess where season 2 will be? But for the meantime, thank you, Dublin. You've been amazing. Let's have a look at some of the highlights before I show you a little clip of the next episode to see if you can help to see if that helps you guess where we're going to next. Thank you. But on a good note, coming soon, season 2. Let's go!
Fuck.
Fuck me. Shit. Excuse mate, do you know the way to Kilkenny? My sat-nav's got no internet. Kilkenny? Pretty rude. So there you have it, season 2. This is a Van's World coming 2 weeks today. Thank you for watching. The audience is growing. I really appreciate it. Honestly, I appreciate every one of you. Thank you so much. Pop in the comments what you think. Pop in the comments where you think we're going. Despite that last clip, season 2 is not Kilkenny, but it may be a clue to where we're going. And all that's left to say is be good. If you can't be good, be happy. And you know what world it is. This is a Van's World.